Eric Thomason here, Blue Nail Roofing, and I want to talk to you guys today about what's going on in the insurance industry. So we are in the late summer, well, early fall, I should say, of 2023, and we've recently been announced that both State Farm and Allstate will not write any new policies in California. In addition to that, over the last 2 years, about 20 insurance companies have pulled out of Louisiana, that will no longer write policy, will no longer provide coverage in that state. And in Florida, this has been going on for quite a while. Matter of fact, just recently, 2 carriers, AAA and Farmers, have announced the fact that they will no longer write policy in Florida. So what does this say? Basically, as you have to understand first and foremost that insurance companies are a business, and their business is to calculate risk and make sure that as they charge premiums to basically that transferred risk, that when they pay out for that risk, when it happens, and hopefully it doesn't, is what they're hoping, that those numbers are in their favor. That's their profit margin, right? So when they study this data, and trust me, they have tons of it, and they have really smart people looking at these things. And when they find out that, hey, the algorithm or the math is squeezing down, this is not looking profitable anymore, they will fix that problem. And fixing that problem in this case is, hey, let's not write in this state, let's not write in that state. So the big question is Texas next? And I'll ask you, as a Texan, if you are a Texan, I would suggest that, if you've been lucky enough, I should say, to avoid a hailstorm, avoid a hurricane, avoid a tornado or high wind situation, because let's face it, there's a lot of that stuff going on in our state. You probably haven't been lucky enough to avoid high premiums, because it's something that everybody's facing. This is not just only if you had a claim situation, this is a zip code situation. And by the way, if you haven't checked out our other videos, I strongly suggest you subscribe, check out the other stuff we have. There's lots of information on that risk, on lots of things, insurance, roofing, so check them out. But that risk, again, for Texas is growing, and the answer is Texas next? I would say probably be ready, and also be ready by looking at your policy, because insurance companies are trying to mitigate this risk. They're trying to squeeze this down and make it palatable. So what they're doing is a lot of policy language is changing. And if you're not reading your insurance policy, and I venture to say 97% of you probably have not and may not, but as your policies renew, I would strongly suggest that you be aware of any changes. Know what's in your policy, because these may be changes that are significant that can cost you lots of money. And if you don't know what they are, insurance companies are always going to default to policy. Policy language is the agreement. That is the entire agreement. That is what makes or breaks what you get paid if you are unfortunate enough to suffer a risk or suffer damage. So again, keep your eyes on it, watch your policy, and do we think Texas is next? It is a high probability that people start to fall out and pull out of Texas. Wind or hail? Call Blue Nail.